Hello and welcome to Stargazing, the show that brings you up close and personal with your favourite stars of reggae and dancehall music, Jamaican popular culture, and people who've impacted society in a big way. I am Shaun Cain. In this edition of the show, we'll speak with an artist who's been making lots and lots of waves, not just as an artist, but also as a show promoter. Let's take a look.
Yeah, hear me? You know the damn thing, bro. Pull up on your block, me and the Gyal King, no. You know the damn.
Dancehall music is never short of talents, and quite frankly, age is just a number in this genre. East Kingston DJ Akeem Shella bears testament to that. The young entertainer has been making music from he was in high school. Now 21, the Dunkirk resident has been fast building a name for himself and showing that he has what it takes to make an indelible mark on the reggae industry. The former Vauxhall High School student told the Stargazing with Shaun Cain show that his vision is to change the game in dancehall music. He says too much slackness and violence has been stifling the genre. He plans to use more righteous music to unseat the all too predictable themes that are holding back the music. Akeem Shella showed intent when he released the record Feel Great late last year. On the track, he can be heard thanking his mother for her guidance and teachings and praising God that he has not been consigned to the graveyard. Among his other recordings are Gyal King, Flawless, Superstar, Trending Girl and Militant, the latter of which has racked up more than 53,000 views on YouTube. In addition to being an artist, Akeem Shella is the strength behind the annual music events, Summer Sizzle and all schools and all college link-ups in Kingston. These events have attracted high-profile artists such as Tommy Lee Sparta, Javilani and Beanie Man among others. Akeem Shella has performed in Guyana and Bermuda. The entertainer also had shows lined up in Europe and Asia, but those are now on hold due to the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. For now, the Feel Great entertainer is using the opportunity to extend his repertoire as he spends much of his days in the studio recording. He teased out recently that he has several collaborations that are going to take the dancehall by storm, and chief among them is a buzzing track with the high-riding Chronic Law. He has promised that he will be dropping these new recordings very soon.
Feel great, dog. Give thanks, me the day to the graveyard. Mama say we go feel it for years, I so stable. Stay far with the body energy, negative vibes, you understand? Yeah, go on, Shella boss. Jill with your message, because they're not going.
Welcome back. Akeem Shella, wagwan sir.
Pleasure for having me, you know?
Well, it's good, man. It's all good having you on the show. I know that I hear lots and lots of big things about you. You know, you're a show promoter, you're an artist, and you're just doing great things. So, nice to have you on the show.
Yes, man.
Yeah, well done, man. That's great. But you know what? Every day we see new artists emerging, and we wonder what is their vision for the industry, as well as what is their vision for their career. So, I'm just going to ask you now, what is the ambition? What's the vision? Where do you want to take your career to, and how you think that might impact the reggae industry?
For me, you know, I don't think limits, you know. For me, the sky is the limit, you know. So it also keep work hard, and you know, hard work will pull me through and achieve what I set out to achieve, in which more and change the dynamics of music. That's one of my main aspirations.
So what kind of lyrics do you think might help you to achieve that in terms of helping youths and putting a positive vibe across and everything? What kind of lyrics do you think might help you to do the job?
I don't know, you know. First and foremost, I want to say some different type of lyrics, some uplifting lyrics, you know. So yeah, those type of lyrics are change the way our ghetto you would think, you know. So yeah, some motivating lyrics and stuff like that, yeah, that can help change the dynamics of the music. Too much slackness, you know.
That's the way to go. But my only little, I'm not sure if it's a concern or the area that I would probably want to understand a little bit more about. It just seems like most of the dancehall artists, they've switched off from what's happening around the world is just what's happening in Jamaica, and probably not so much what's happening, but what they are creating in terms of the lyrics that they're doing. But there are lots and lots of things going on, Black Lives Matter and all sorts of things. But we're not hearing any of those coming through the dancehall. What do you think is going on? What's preventing that?
You know, we're born in the inner city, Kingston, Jamaica. I guess it's called Dunkirk, I don't know. And to always see the thing, we could have got a direction there with the slackness, you know, we would have add positivity to our gun. We could have add no more negativity to it. So and that make Akeem Shella decided to go positive music, you know. We do all type of music, but you know, positive music is what
I believe you, man. I believe you because I know the way you work. Yes.
Things happen where negative things where we could have, you know. So yeah, we did have to sing positive music and focus on it. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why me take a different perspective of music. You understand what I'm saying?
Great plans ahead. When it comes to reggae, the fans of reggae, they don't see color. They're not, they're colorblind in the sense that the kind of themes that reggae, the original reggae seems to ooze out. It's just that these people can relate to it. Love, unity, peace, happiness, and, tolerance, all these different things. Well, let's come back to you for a little minute there now. In terms of starting out in reggae, what inspired you to become an artist?
Yes, music is like a prayer, Music is not a competition as well. Most of the artists tend to make it is, Yeah, music is a prayer, so I think me I got help try change music and bring it back to the original way, We have to be versatile, and Akeem Shella is a very versatile artist. That's why he must sing a lot of different type of things, But, them take on to my positive music more, so Akeem Shella realized a positive music is the way for me, because we have a whole heap of different type of songs, and the feedback from my positive song is very tremendous. So that is one of the main reasons why Akeem Shella decided to stick to positive music, because a positive music for Akeem Shella get the biggest support, if you get what I say. Because we have a whole heap of songs, and my positive song them get the most craziest feedback, so I saw me realize, so positive music is my way out.
And that is so true, because that's kind of how reggae started as well. Because reggae was kind of like the music for the people who've been marginalized, the ones who society probably didn't pay much attention to. So they started singing about their life experience. And that's when society started paying attention. And they got more acceptance, and society started including them a bit more into the way things were done, and also when policies were made. They were taken into consideration. So that's the purpose of the music, which is also why I am just so annoyed when people are talking about different things and, things that are not so necessary in terms of violence, what they're going to do when you trouble my gun or all that kind of thing. We just think, forget all about that. Let's focus on the needs of the people.
Yeah, and that means I'm now do certain type of music, because Akeem Shella is a musician, and I'm a very open-minded artist, I would just go somewhere and see something and I just put it in a song, so me know, through me I focus on positive music. That don't mean to me not gonna do a certain type of music, but as I say, Akeem Shella is a very open-minded artist, so we'll go somewhere and see something and just put it in a song, whether positive or negative. But Akeem Shella is a most positive artist, so yeah.
Yeah, so can you recall your very first recording? How did it sound to you? Was it a sound that you felt really comfortable with, or you thought, it's really different, I don't like that bit, don't like this bit, and then over time it grows on you?
Yeah, of course.
What was it?
Militant, yo, Gyal.
It's called Militant, a song called Militant, At first, initially when we recorded it, we never feel satisfied because we also needed more work. And then after the initial stages, we started to get confident with it, because at the end of the day, it opened the gate and show so we can do this. So yeah, Militant, and it has been the song where to get the most streamings Akeem Shella on YouTube. So obviously it's a great song.
Right. So you're very critical. You always sit back and listen to it and see where you can improve, and then the next recording you make sure you strengthen those areas.
As I said initially, I did want more out of it at first, but then again when I start realizing, this is great, and the feedback and I send it out, to some people in the music syndicate and them love it. So I say, well, for my first song I did great. So, we surpass every fear we have. When I tell myself I could have did better, but Akeem Shella is an artist where every song we do, I try to do better. So it's always been a working process for me,
Yeah, that's the way to grow, because as long as you're reviewing your last work and you are using that to inform your next work, then it must get better and better and better and better, That's good. But tell me a little bit more about your other recordings. I know you've got quite a few songs out there giving thanks and praise for all the good things that have happened to you, all these different things. Talk me through some of those songs.
Yeah, that song reflecting my life, I feel great, Give thanks when I day in the graveyard, so yeah, Feel Great is one of my favorite songs, and it is one of the songs where people take on to most, so Feel Great. Most definitely, that's how we strive is shine light to the more positive side of music, because I think that artists are really focused on it and promote it as much as though it may get the support, but they have to take a stand and start promoting it. So yeah.
Give thanks me the day in the graveyard. Mama say you are gonna feel it for years on. Yeah, I saw we still bad. Feel great, dog. Give thanks me the day in the graveyard. Mama say you are gonna feel it for years on. I saw we still bad. Give thanks me the day.
Very good. I see you're just putting in the hours and you're just getting the work done. But you also have had a lot of impact on the industry. I know that one of your biggest supporters in Japan is Kachapan, and he's reached out to you. How did that go? Because that must be massive.
Well, basically, as I said, we had the music and the music grow. So basically, me the music and I like the vibes and the energy with the music bring forth. So he decided to reach out to Akeem Shella, and the rest is history from there, as they would say.
That's great. And has any other international heavyweights reached out to you? Because I know there's been some sounds coming from Germany and them kind of places.
Yeah, man, a lot of artists, you have a producer in Trinidad, him work with a lot of rap artists like Miguel, Ravers in name. He's a part of the Ravers. He's the first and only Trinidadian Ravers, so, he produced songs like Sean Paul and Dua Lipa and No Love. So, yeah, he's a big international producer as well, and crazy producers from Africa. Akeem Shella is an artist. I sing on a lot of Afro beats, so, the African them can really relate through the Afro beats and the message. So, I have a whole heap of work from people in Africa. So, that is good as well.
Yeah, I get that, and when that reaches abroad, that will just blowing up the place, and you will blow up after. Well, not literally, but then you'll be popular. You'll be well known everywhere, because that is going to be big for you. That's great.
Yeah, man, it's growing day by day, and that's how we keep up putting the work. We never stop working, never stop. Even COVID now, we still at work. We still shoot videos. We still record. Nothing has changed to me still. I still deal routine, all things will still affect me in a way, shows, but I still give thanks as a veteran, say big up veteran, no complaining, so.
Definitely. It's like farming, you plant your crops today and then a few weeks down the road, then they all come in. And before you know it, you have lots and lots and lots, to show and to enjoy. So that's it. You put the work in now, later on, you'll benefit from all of the results of that, the fruits of your labor.
I feel great. Give thanks, me there, because it could have been worse. So give thanks again. Big up veteran once again. Anyway, I'm there. Big up veteran.
Well, Akeem Shella, it's really great to see that your work has been such an inspiration and people are just really warming to it. But you've done most of that probably on your own. Have you collaborated with anybody else in dancehall to kind of help to make the thing stronger for yourself?
Yes, man, we have several collaborations with a lot of artists, We have a collaboration with upcoming artists as well, Yeah. We have a lot of collaborations, man. Chronic Law is just a few of the names. Coyote, Badge, Invasion, He just came, him just came in England to Elevation. You know, he might go and good too, out here in Jamaica too. So, I will leave a promising things. We still have the Black Lives Matter song for job. So, a promising times I wait, man.
Well, that's really great. Chronic Law, he's trending at the moment. Lots of people know about him. He's making good music, so that's a good kind of combination for you there.
Akeem Shella is an artist where, you know, him like make things happen first before him speak on it, you know, so, yeah, but I can confirm Chronic Law.
Yeah, the future really sounds bright for you. But in addition to your music, you are also a show promoter. How did that come about?
Well, basically, you know, as one of my biggest, when we were studying at school was business, basically. So business has always been into Akeem Shella, and studying business and thing in school, in high school. You know, the high school kids them always say they want a party, so you know, we just give it to them and this is history after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
That's really great.
We have a lot more great shows on the way. It's just the beginning, you know.
Yes, that's very brave of you, because I would imagine things like those require a whole lot of planning. But also, I know that you've had also another show. I think you've got the Summer Sizzle, and I think the one you were referring to earlier was the Old Schools Jam or Link Up or something like that. But who are some of the artists that you managed to book for your show? Which big artists have you managed to get on your show?
We have artists like Lance, you know, Tom Lee Porter, and you know, Idona, you know, Daddy One them. A lot of artists, Javelani. It's basically not really a stage show, you know. It's basically a party where we just invite a few artists and you know them come, but the connection we just invite a few artists and them just come pass through. And come all our vibes, you know, so yeah, it's always been a great vibes. You should come check it out one of the times, I mean, after COVID-19, you know. I'm sure you would enjoy the experience.
You just have to keep it shelling. Definitely so. Well, I just find it, I say, you know, you must have had quite a bit of contacts in the business, because some of those artists, it might take a while to negotiate with them to get them to be on the show. Was it difficult getting them to agree to be part of that event?
At first it was very difficult initially, you know, but through the links and connection them, you know, it get fairly easy, because you know I saw the things set in Jamaica, links and so, you know, links, and we just make two links and it just happen, you know. So yeah, give thanks to Good Time Production as well, you know, from Turks and Caicos. So big up, Good Times.
Yeah, you're a brave man. You don't back down from anything. Any hurdle that comes your way, you find a way to get over it. That is good stuff. Now, you have accomplished a lot of results, you know, at a very young age, because you're still a very young man. Now, how did you manage all of this? You know, the music, the shows. What's your strategy? How do you mentioned about contacts, but how did you get all of this done? Mm-hmm.
Well, what is my strategy to keep my career going? My strategy is hard work, you know, hard and smart work, you know. Just those are the two major components that keep Akeem Shella going: hard work and smart work.
When you say work smart, what do you mean by that?
Well, we work smart in a various way, you know, but I can say that marketing, to get the music distributed to certain people, you know, you have to smart. Because Akeem Shella, whenever I sing a song, I have a target audience, so I target the song to so. You know, that is one of my strategies. So yeah, I was a very strategic artist, you know.
He's a real businessman, you know, strategic, all those kind of, you know, key business jargons and things like those. You're just oozing them out like that. And that's a natural part of your being. Is that what you're saying? Is that how you do things?
Well, basically, you know, as one of my biggest, when we were studying at school was business, basically. So business has always been into Akeem Shella, and studying business and thing in school, in high school. You know, the high school kids them always say they want a party, so you know, we just give it to them and this is history after that.
All right, good. So coming back to the music now, when you decided to take on music as a career. What did your parents say about that? Because I know most parents would want their children to follow a more traditional path. Like,
to be honest, initially they wasn't supportive, because at first in the beginning of my career, it's just one person that support me through the thick and thin, and that was a friend, a close friend of mine by the name of Gyal King and my uncle, which is also an artist, is a rapper. So yeah, those were the two main influences in my career. My brothers was there and thing, but them never they take the thing serious until them start hear respond with the music again, so yeah.
yeah, so you're just following what is naturally yours. Your path.
One of the things in life, when you have a vision, people cannot see it until it happens, so not everybody are able to see it before it happens. Basically, when they hear the feedback, when people are come to them and I tell them, say, yo, it a mash up road, so them started believing in the thing more and more, so they must say, yeah, well, this is what you want, just work to it and stay focused, so them start to encourage me now,
Jump out, free spirit, Christopher, me and the G winning, browning pan front.
Of course, yeah man, them just want more positive music. Them just ask them to stick with the positive music. Yeah, so that's how them feedback. Them love my positive songs. Are them songs that them listen to mostly. Yeah man, them comment on everything, man. Them just say, yo, we just need to drop more positive music and stay to the positive side,
So Akeem Shella, it's really great talking to you, but before I go, I always like to challenge my guests to see how much they know about reggae and dancehall music. I ask them questions about reggae and dancehall music, and the questions generally come from this book here, which is called Reggae Larger Than Life, the ultimate reggae music fun and games book that I've written. It's currently available on Amazon, and if you're more of an app person, the Android version of the app is available from the Google Play Store. Just type in Reggae Larger Than Life fun app, you download it and have lots and lots of fun. So your questions now, sir, are you ready?
Yes man, born ready,
Right, well you've had lots and lots of big talk, Akeem Shella, so you have to prove yourself
yeah,
now.
Man, run it,
so make sure that your knowledge is really up and running. Right, so let's go. So the first question says, which dancehall entertainer from Western Jamaica had a major hit with the 2013 record Vibes in a Diss? The options are Bling Dog, Grip Wrench, Tommy Lee Sparta and Sean Storm.
Yeah man, of course that is Tommy Lee Sparta from Moby.
Alright, so well, I see you're on it. So when he was on your show, nicing up your show, when you were doing your summer sizzle, so of course you wouldn't miss that.
I remember the Gaza movement.
Alright, second question, and after that now, and that's it. We'll wrap up things. So let's go now. Second question says, whose New Level Unlocked debut album, on which he told you I was right, helped to establish the musical place of the son of a queen in 2016? The options are Alkaline, G-Wiz, CG and Future Fambo.
Yeah man, that is Alkaline, man.
Alright, boss, the man is well up and running. You know everything. You know what's happening out there, man. You know all the artists who are doing their thing.
Big up Alkaline, Movado. Yeah man, Barrington Levy, Jackie or Sanchez, yeah, those are some of my musical influences as well. So yeah, big up.
And very soon, you never know, in the future, you might be in this, you might in future editions of this book. But the way you're going, what you're saying, I mean, as long as you deliver, then you'll be all up for it, man. You'll be well qualified to be in it.
Alright, family. Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a pleasure being here, and you don't know me. I look forward to being called on the show again. And you don't know, my pleasure.
Yes, I definitely look forward to working with you again. I like the things you're saying, very positive, and it just give us some hope for the future, the things that you're saying, the vision that you've got for the music business, and the way you're approaching things. Really love it. So, in the future, I'm sure you're going to be back on this platform, talking with us again, telling us some more of your great achievements.
Yeah man, no problem, my G, man. Blessings, and stay safe. And subscribe to Akeem Shella Vivo. Big up.
Right. Akeem Shella, thank you so much for being a part of the show. And thanks to everyone. Thanks for watching. Remember, as usual, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Let us know how we're getting on. And remember also to hit that bell so that when new versions of the show become available, you will become the very first person to know about this. Until next time, it's Shaun Cain saying thanks for watching. See you soon.
Feel great, dog. Give thanks, me the day in the graveyard. Mama say you are gonna feel it for years, yeah. I saw stay bad. Feel great, dog. Give thanks, me the day in the graveyard. Mama say you are gonna feel it for years, I saw stay bad. Me jump out, free spirit, Christopher. Me and the G winning. Browning pan front seat and the rim spinning. Wall on my neck, watch your eyes, them dripping. Touchdown pan the block, get your vibes over.